So, hi everyone. What are we doing here today? This is a live Q&A for all our delegates, our stand builders, and anyone else who wishes to learn more about SiGMA Malta. We're going to be here for around an hour, and we are going to go over the logistics from A to Z. We are all here because we are all the logistics team, and we basically can all give our input on the different parts of the expo. So let's dive right in. Our CEO, Emily McAuliffe, is near us, and if you could just explain to everyone about the new venue that we've acquired this year.
Absolutely. So the idea is to go through it all in sections. So we're going to start with the venue. The venue is the MMH in Marsa. It's the shipbuilding yard. It's a beautiful big venue. We've got massive indoor areas and we've got an enormous outdoor area as well. It's important to keep in mind if you are coming from a hotel during the event, or even if you're a stand builder, and you put in MMH on Google Maps, you're going to go to their security entrance. So this is something very important that everybody just needs to keep in mind, whether you're an attendee, an exhibitor, or a stand builder. You are going to the south entrance. The south entrance, you have to go onto the agenda on our website, and you will find a link which Google Maps you to the correct entrance. Very important. The venue is split into 3 indoor sheds. Inside one of the sheds, which is shed 3, so sheds 1, 2, and 3, and inside one of the sheds, we're building a mezzanine. So there's going to be a split level, and you're going to have stuff on top of the mezzanine, stuff underneath the mezzanine. Then there's the outdoor area, where you've got the food courts, the outdoor stands, and then you've got the berthing area. And the berthing area is important, of course, because you've got our boat booths, and you've also got our shuttle boat as well. And that is, in essence, the venue. Now, the expo takes place on the 14th, 15th, and 16th of November, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The official opening hours for attendees are from 9 till 6, but we open an hour early for exhibitors, so you can come in from 8 a.m.
Correct. Okay, so the most common questions actually that we are asked are regarding the services that you can book as an exhibitor. So what we're going to do is we're going to dive in basically and discuss the electricity and the internet first. Gunther has been organizing this, so I will allow you just to explain how the internet is being set up in such a venue this year and how the clients would be able to order this internet.
Okay, look, the difference this year is that this place is humongous. You're looking at something like the space of 4 football pitches put together. It's massive. So what we had to do is obviously had to really think out of the box, and we did rigging at the top, similar to more or less what we had in the previous editions, the previous venue. So we still have electrical drops coming down from the top down into places where the exhibitor would want the drops to be. Now, the way it starts is that every account manager would send the exhibitor a form, an electrical form, and on which they would need to select what type of power they would need. It could be a normal 13 amp, a 16 amp if you want something a bit stronger, a 32 amp if you want to maybe have, very common is to have one of these
LED screens or
LED screens, super duper coffee machines, exactly. And then for the big boys, for the bigger stands, you've got the 63 amp, and we also have a few massive beasts taking part who also want a 123 amp, which is humongous. We also have a boat which is also 123 amp. But anyway, to cut a long story short, you just fill in this form, the form comes to us, and we then devise a kind of a matrix, and we basically pinpoint the electrical needs of each stand. Okay. Over and above that, then we've got the biggest demand would be for internet. Now, again, based on the size of the venue, it was another issue in a way. But I think this year our service provider has really jumped up to the plate. And we have Cisco access points, equipment, which is obviously we're talking top notch here. So again, another form, similar to the electrical form, where we ask the client, listen, do you want to have an Ethernet cable drop in your stand, or would you want to opt for Wi-Fi, or would you want to have a mix of both? Okay. And we offer packages to the clients. So many clients, basically, if you want to have uninterrupted service, constant, to connect your laptop to your, let's say, to your head office in the States, the perfect solution would be to have a cabled solution. If, on the other hand, if you want to have Wi-Fi to offer to your guests when they're walking in the stand, then you can go for the Wi-Fi package. But ultimately, our mantra is that this year there's going to be internet everywhere. Wi-Fi is going to work uninterruptedly. Okay, that is our mantra.
Including outside.
Definitely. Now, outside, obviously, we can only, at this point, offer a Wi-Fi solution. Okay, because you can't have wires from the ceiling in the sky. So ultimately, the outside services are all going to be covered by Wi-Fi. What is there anything else besides the electricity and the
yes,
Wi-Fi?
the drinks actually is the next thing on the order. You get a lot of clients ordering drinks. You know, we have an exclusive provider this year.
Yes,
so
we do have a new exclusive provider. One of Malta's main suppliers on the island, and being obviously SiGMA, alcohol does play an important part. Okay, so, and it is quite important for the stands to have the stock available. Now, again, another form, the clients have to list what products they would like to have, what they'd like to order, and then if they have a closed facility in their stand, in other words, they can actually lock their stock, the I'm going to call it booze, basically. They can have the alcohol delivered to the stall a day before, in other words, on the 13th. Okay. If they want.
Also in the morning, I imagine.
Pardon?
Also in the morning.
In the morning, yes.
14th.
It's probably throughout the day, on the 13th. And then on the 14th, as Ben is saying, you can go in the morning before the show starts, and you can go yourself and just go and collect the alcohol you want.
Yes.
It's a very easy setup. It really is. We'll have our drinks manager who will be there, and the drinks manager will be there. You can go and buy drinks if you haven't made an order, if you forgot to do it. You can go and collect your drinks order if you've already pre-ordered your drinks. You can do a top-up order if you didn't order enough. Or if you've got to order one item. So it's a really simple solution. Our guys will be there with their trolleys. They'll bring everything to your stand. You don't need to worry about carrying big, heavy boxes. And whilst it's much easier to just get everything delivered to your booth on the 13th, like Gunter said, if you don't have a lockable storage space, it's absolutely fine. On the 14th, on the 15th, on the 16th, you can have deliveries taking place. And don't forget ice as well. So ice, they'll be able to replenish constantly.
One thing I wanted to point out, seeing we've got an exclusive provider, obviously we do get requests from clients for drinks that don't actually exist on the form. We're quite flexible with this, so usually they just submit their request, and if our supplier can't bring them, we do allow them to get in these special drinks from other places. So this is just something to consider for the future. Okay, so the next item on the list is food, catering. Bernadette knows about this.
Actually, food is not exclusive, so the clients can order from whoever catering they want. It's important that our sales managers will inform our exhibitors to give us all the information of who the caterer is and what time he will be coming, because we need to deliver everything before the delegates go in. So basically deliveries needs to be done between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. And basically it's quite easy. That's it.
Yeah, okay. And cleaning, we do obviously have our standard cleaners who are running around the venue and doing all the common areas, but a service we're offering is cleaning for the exhibitors.
As well. As Gunter was mentioning, we do give out the orders to our clients, and one of the orders is the cleaning form. Whoever wants to order an extra cleaning service, then they can have it either during the day or during the evening. Okay. Everything is on the form, and the exhibitor needs to pre-book.
Okay, very good. So storage room, we have a lot of clients with merchandise, so we do offer the option for the merchandise to be stored at the MMH at a cost.
Well, yes, there is a slight issue. We are currently, I mean, especially for this edition, we are close to capacity, so we can't really accept any other orders. But typically what one would do is they would speak to their account manager, say, listen, I would like to take, let's say, a cubic meter or 2 cubic meters because I've got merchandise to come in, and then we would store it for them. If you have a large stand builder coming in and he's got a lot of flight cases, he's got a lot of boxes, obviously MMH does not have the space for storage of that type. Now, there are two options, and all this information is found in the exhibitor manual, mind you. There is a local, we have made arrangements with a local provider where he could actually he could take the items for them and rent them at a cost, okay, very close to the venue. Or if the trailer they come with is going to stay there for the duration of the event, they can actually, there is a place literally up the road called Cordine where they can safely park the trailer there and leave the goods inside.
Okay.
You know, so it's a kind of a seamless solution in a way.
Okay. And a very important thing to note is that if your clients want to deliver something to the MMH, is that they need to inform us from before. They can't just ship a box, because obviously we wouldn't be able to sign for this box without expecting it. So they need to inform us, listen, we're sending 2 boxes, they're arriving around this date, please sign for them. And they also need to pre-book their storage, so we would have the space ready for them.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's go to the 13th. This is day -1 of the event.
Yes.
And Anna, maybe you can let our exhibitors know what happens on this day.
So what is going to happen in 13 is that we are giving the possibility to all our clients to go and visit the venue. One, to check the stand, make sure that they have the drinks, make sure that they have all the merchandise. And obviously, if they want to talk maybe with the account manager before, if there is something that they need to talk to us, is the moment to do it, a day before the expo. Yeah, I really recommend that all our clients go and pick up the drinks in advance, because the following day, that is 14, they can have some delays in the drinks. Remember that when we have all the expo full of people, it's gonna be difficult to deliver on time or faster, because we have people around the corridors. So to have that in consideration. So I really invite all our clients once to make sure that they have all the chats with all the account managers, and to make sure that they're in touch with them. Things that are happening, positive this year is that we are having a welcome pack. This welcome pack is going to have all the information in the stand. So as soon as the exhibitor is going to open the welcome pack, you are going to find your orders, electricity, internet, and drinks. So it will be easy if any of your team members is coming to the venue and is the marketing manager in another part of the world, they can follow up what they order. Yeah. Also, you are going to find a letter with all the contact numbers, all the contact people from SiGMA. Internet emergency, so it's a welcome pack that we have been prepared for some months, and it's the first time that we are going to have it in Europe, so all the information is going to be ready for them.
That's good.
There's one thing I'd like to add, because you mentioned this year as well is one of the first times we're actually certifying the electrical drops. In other words, what's going to happen is probably at the end of this week, our engineers are going to go around each stand and certify that all the drops are done according to the orders.
Okay.
And the clients would actually sign that, listen, yes, I've received everything and everything is in working order.
Really good.
So at least, this will corroborate what you're saying in this welcome pack. So everything is put together.
Very good. Okay. On the 14th, we do want to make it very clear that no access will be allowed to the venue without your badge. Obviously, if the clients are going on the 13th, like you said, to check all the orders, that's fine. From the 14th onwards, which is day 1 of the event, it's extremely important that everyone has a badge. They will not be let in without a badge.
I would like to add something, because in 13, if any of our clients wants to come to visit the venue, thank you. If any of our clients wants to visit the venue, they need to bring the ID. The ID card, because it's something that security will request before to enter to the venue.
Good point.
Just that.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about. So on the 13th, because it's kind of like an open day, so exhibitors, everybody can come in, they can check out the stand and everything. We're not going to worry about safety, so everything will be safe. There'll be no construction taking place. This is a note for the stand builders as well. No construction on 12th, 13th, because it's cleaning days. But for the clients, it means it's completely safe. You don't need to worry about a hard hat. You don't need to worry about a high-vis vest. That is everything from the 11th backwards. You cannot access the venue unless you're wearing a hard hat or a high-vis vest or closed-toed shoes. So we're going, full safety with all the setup days. But on the 13th, don't worry about it. You can just come and not worry about safety. But on the 14th, it's very, very important. It's not just attendees and exhibitors who would need their badges to be able to access the venue, but it's very important that exhibitors remember to register their stand staff. And this is not just employees of their own company, but if you've got a barman, if you have hired a hostess, if you have hired a performer, to dance or play music on your stand, you have to register them as well. So everybody gets name checked at the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe one note you'd like to mention about the music. We know that we have some DJs on our stands.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we love the atmosphere of SiGMA, and we're well known for it. SiGMA is it has an amazing vibe, but at the end of the day, people are there for business, so we have to find a really good balance. And I think we have implemented a policy. We're very, very strict with this policy. There is no music allowed during the day. When I say no music, I mean no party music, no DJ music. If you have very low, soft background music, it's fine. It's more, you cannot stop someone else from being able to have a conversation. You can't stop someone else from being able to do business on the stands around you. You have to be considerate of everybody. So we are very strict with this policy. If anybody breaks it, we will be going and turning off their sound systems. But then from, I believe it's 4 p.m., we are opening up the floor and it can become much more relaxed. We'll still be checking the volume so we don't, go a bit crazy, but we will from 4 p.m. then be able to have DJs playing and it becomes a lot more relaxed. Okay. So 9 till 4, no party music. 4 onwards, you can do it.
So Metallica at 10 o'clock is a no?
No.
Anna, can you just leave a note about the exhibitor insurance that we have discussed this year?
It's something it's super important that all our clients, exhibitors, they get their insurance, or for their own security, and obviously for the security of everyone who is attending. So we have that in our exhibitor manual. So I invite everyone to go to our exhibitor manual and read this specific item because it's the security of everyone during this week.
Of course, we have our own insurance, obviously, that covers us, but each exhibitor needs to have their own insurance as well. Okay, very good. So I think this is a very common area for questions. It's the build-up. So maybe Emily and Gunther here, since this is more your area, you could kind of discuss how the system works. If I'm an exhibitor and I have a design, what is the process?
Sure. Ultimately, it all starts on you're saying, okay, I'm going to participate in SiGMA next year. So how does it start? You touch base with us, obviously. We check whether there's space available at this point in state. Then you'll be assigned an account manager who will walk you through the process. But ultimately, you would need to have a stand design, which would then have to be built on site. Okay, so in our exhibitor manual, we have a list of preferred stand builders whom you could select. Basically, some of they're actually world leading, and obviously we have local and international stand builders who are on this list. And the pros of selecting a preferred stand builder would be that you can start your build up earlier. However, if you yourself would say, listen, no, I want to build the stand myself, no problem, you can do that, but then you'll have access to the venue slightly later. Okay. So once you have a design in hand, that design would need to be sent to us for approval. Our team would then go through the stands, and there are certain elements one would need to look at. Ultimately, is the height of the stand. If it goes over at this point in time, if it goes over 4 meters in height, you would need to obviously send us a structural report together with an ANCE certificate, which would then need to be approved locally with our engineers who are currently on site. I mean, at the moment, we have our own team of engineers going on site, looking at each and every stand and verifying each and every stand. That basically corroborating what the client sent to us as to what is being built. Okay? So, during the stand build, basically at this point in time, MMH is a construction site. So everybody, as you made a reference to it, everybody needs to come in with wearing, obviously, the safety equipment. So you've got your hard hats, you've got your visvets, and you've got your closed shoes. Okay, that is a must. You will not be allowed entry unless you are wearing these. We also have a dedicated team of security who are constantly going around, ensuring also that all the parallel aisles are kept free and unencumbered. So if you're setting up your stand, you cannot leave stuff on the left or on the right-hand side. But on the two vertical aisles, those you can leave some stuff during your build. The reason this is because obviously, it's for health and safety. You need to have access, at least along the entire venue, lengthwise, and also for people to walk safely between from one stand to the other.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the questions is more how do I know what date and time I'm coming? How does it work? Our traffic marshalling system, basically.
Yes. Based on what type of supplier or what type of stand builder you select. I mean, this year we've had 3 years of unloading. 3 days of unloading.
Feels like 3 years.
It does. Which was from the 28th through to the 30th of October. The preferred builders had the opportunity to come and unload their goods. Okay. Then we started with the build. At the moment, we are in the building up done by the stand builders. Now, the stand builder would contact our office, our logistic office, and say, listen, I'm arriving on this day, and we would then give them a time slot when they can come, A, to unload, and B, when they can come to build.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The build is easier because the build is we are open from 6 in the morning through to 10. All right? And they obviously have that entire day to come and build up. We would need all the information of, as we had said, as you talked about the actual exhibitor, the stand builders also need to give us the names of all the crew members so that when they enter, our security would know who they are and allow them access to the venue.
Okay.
Without them being on this list, they will not be allowed access. Okay. But honestly, till now, despite the huge increase in stand builders we have, it's gone seamlessly.
Okay. And a service that we offer is also hiring of forklifters and drivers for the forklifters.
Now,
so
that is indispensable. One of the pluses of working in MMH is that they are one of the largest providers of these heavy equipment. So it is very easy this year, whereby, I mean, ideally one would book beforehand and say, listen, I'm coming on the 7th and I need a forklift. And I need a driver with it, because in my team, I do not have a licensed driver, because obviously to use a forklift, you have to have a license. If that's passed on to us, when you come on the 7th, you come up to our office and we literally, a phone call is all it takes. And within 5 minutes, you have your forklift with your designated driver for a minimum period of 3 hours. If then you want to drive the forklift yourself, or you forget and you come on site and say, oh, damn it, I forgot to book the forklifter. Can I book it today? Obviously, there's going to be a slight delay, but the chances are within half an hour, you'll have a forklifter available for you. You know, it's pretty good.
Okay. Emily, do you want to add a couple of notes just about branding booths and lounges and what's included in the build?
Yeah. So we have a very simple 3 options. So you are either going to have a branding booth, space only, or a sponsored area. So branding booths are nice and simple. You book them with our wonderful sales team, and we provide the full setup. So there's a carpet, there's a back wall, there's the furniture, there's the plug. Nice, easy, simple. All we need from you is the artwork. If you have any other type of booth, any other type of exhibiting booth at all, then it's going to be space only. What does this mean? It means, like Gunther said, you have to hire a stand builder. They're going to need to provide the flooring, the carpet, the back walls, absolutely everything. We are really, really flexible when it comes to designs. We try not to get involved at all, as in it's the client's decision what they want the design of their stand to be like. We only get involved when there's very, very specific things like, for example, if you have an island booth, which is a booth which is surrounded by corridors on all four sides, then we make sure that you're not going to build a full height back wall and block view to the stands behind you. So again, it's all a matter of fairness, accessibility. If you have a big enough stand which has a platform, then you have to make sure you have a ramp for wheelchair access. Again, fairness, let's make sure everybody can access and everyone has the same visibility. The other option would then be sponsored areas. So sponsored areas would be the business lounge, the startup lounge, the chill out lounges. These are built by SiGMA, sponsored by clients. So they're accessible to our attendees. Some are restricted, some are not. Chill out lounges are open for absolutely everyone. The startup lounge is open for everyone. However, then the investors lounge and the business lounge are limited to platinum ticket passes only. So different areas, different sponsorships, different setups.
Just a note that we obviously, it may seem obvious, but we didn't mention, is that, during build-up, we obviously provide skips everywhere and rubbish trucks, and also during the event, they will be accessible for all the cleaners, so we can keep the place clean. Bernadette, do you just want to explain about the first aids and fire engine?
Of course. So, first aiders, we have first aiders throughout the setup and also throughout our event. During setup, they have an office next to our storage room, and where our exhibitors are collecting the drinks. It is right behind the chill out area, so it's very easy to find. And then during event day, they will be placed in the ambulance where we marked it on our floor plan. So whoever wants to know where the first aiders are, they can go on our website, check the floor plan, and they can find it. Regarding fire, I think, Emily, you know more about this info.
Yeah, we're gonna have, as in, we cover ourselves from all angles. The event is safe, as in it's safe during setup, it's safe during the actual event, but we still make sure we have backups and then more backups. So like Bernadette explained, there's the first aiders in the ambulance. It's all very clearly marked. There's going to be signposts and directional signage everywhere at the venue, so no matter where you are, you should be able to turn, see a sign, and on that sign it will say first aiders to your right or first aiders to your left, or so on and so forth. We're going to have 2 big fire engines which are going to be stationed at the venue. The actual venue itself is fully certified, fully safe, but we're going to make sure that absolutely everywhere is accessible for the hoses just in case the worst happens. But from health and safety, absolutely covered. Like Gunther said, there's architects and engineers roaming the floors during build up now. All of the designs are being checked, everything is being certified, it's safe. As in, it is an operational shipbuilding yard, it is an industrial area, but we're embracing that and we are making sure that it is functional to our needs. So it's being converted. It's going to be a gorgeous venue.
Very good. So the next thing I'd like to touch up on actually is what we plan on doing this year with all these attendees and how they're going to get to the venue. So I just want to pass a couple of comments that we are on this. We have our normal 8 coaches, which are our shuttle buses, which are practically running all day. They're running from the Hilton and the Excelsior, which are our two, the Excelsior is the main event hotel, but since we still have some people staying in the St. Julian's area, we will be having a coach going there. We've also got minivans going to a lot of the other hotels that are part of the Plan Your Trip page. Okay, our sponsored hotels. We've got the Marriott, the Inyala, the Westin. You've also got like lots of minivans running all day from here to here, so you don't need to bring your car. We have organized ferries. Okay, so we do have 2 shuttles. One leaving from SiGMA outside Tex-Mex, okay, so just across the road, and another one from VCP, which is Valletta Cruise Port. There's literally one leaving every half an hour. So we've got the water taxi station in our berthing area. 200 people at a time can be on this boat.
How long is it? 5 minutes? 5 minutes?
Well, it depends. 10? If you're coming from Valletta, it's obviously a bit shorter. It's about 10-15 minutes, and then up to 20 minutes, depending on the weather, of course, from SiGMA. Okay. So this is running all day.
I would like to ask you something. Mm-hmm. What time is going to start the service for the buses?
So the buses will run from 8:30 a.m. till 6:30.
And the boat?
From 8 till 5.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. This year we have a signed contract with the white taxis. They are going to display their rates for everyone to see, fixed rates, really good discounted rates, and we're going to have an area for them. So if you want a cab, you queue up like you would do in an airport, and first come gets into the car and goes. Next one in the car and goes. So we are also going to have this white taxi service. We've got a VIP parking area just outside the main entrance with also first come first serve parking. On top of that, we have the Adolorata across the road, and that has a few hundred parking spots. So I think we're more or less covered when it comes to transport.
I just want to mention that for the white taxis, we're going to have an application. So our clients can book their taxi through our application.
As well. Okay, and all this information is actually on the website already. So if you go onto the agenda, you can find all the dates, times, and every single form of transport that we've booked this year. So that's very important. The next really big thing here is registration. We do have multiple ways to collect your badge. So from the 10th, so as early as the 10th till the 13th, of November, we have set up the MTA office in the arrivals hall where you can arrive, go straight to the MTA office and print your badge. And this means you skip the queues at pre-registration and at registration.
Could you please let us know the time for that one?
Yes, it's from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. To facilitate this, we've also organized a coach, which is running at the same time on the 13th. So if you arrive at the 13th, you can collect your badge and jump on the free shuttle, which will go to the Excelsior and the Hilton. So you have that for free. Okay. So that is the airport.
How will they recognize the coach? Is it branded?
It's
yes,
branded, yes.
We have branded coaches. Pre-registration is running all day from 7 a.m. till 10 p.m. at the main event hotel, which is the Excelsior in Valletta. As soon as you enter, you just go up one floor and we will have 35 printing stations. So you can get your badge over there. The networking reception starts at 6 p.m. and runs till 10 p.m. And that is when you will get your free drink voucher and have a drink on us. At the expo, so 14th, 15th, 16th, we have our registration tunnel, which is accessible from two ends. You can either come from the parking area or you can come from the water taxi berthing area. Okay, we've got 50 stations set up over here. We've got a long desk, and then we've also got some few VIP select desks. If you are an exhibitor, a platinum ticket holder, or a speaker, you can go and print your badge from this special desk. We will also have a cash desk. So if you have not bought your ticket yet, you just go straight to the cash desk. And if you have any questions on dinners, since some of the tickets include dinners, and maybe you forgot where you are or you want to change your dinner, you can go straight to this desk and they will help you with your dinner inquiries. Lost and found, just in case, will be at the cash desk. So if anyone has lost a mobile phone or a bag or anything and it is delivered, it will come straight to the cash desk. So you come to the station. We need to keep everyone hydrated. So at registration and multiple other areas, you are going to find water stations with free water. We have two sponsors this year. There's thousands of bottles of water. We encourage everyone to take their water at registration, in the lounges and wherever else they find. So that is the registration process this year. We do have to take safety into consideration. We will have police and some scanners just to make sure everyone is safe as they're coming in. Okay, so the food court, Bernadette.
The only thing I would add here is that it's very important. So you have to bring a form of ID when collecting your badge.
Yes.
So this is very, very, very important. So if you come to collect your badge, you need to prove who you are. It's a very quick process. We're just trying to make sure we're matching the name with the person, but bring your ID. This is at the airport at pre-registration at the Excelsior on the 13th or at the expo venue on the 14th, 15th, 16th.
Okay.
Good ID could be a driving license, passport, or
Any of the above.
anything. Okay.
So with regards to food court, this year we have a really cool food court setup. It's going to be based in 3 levels. So the first and second level you can find different food restaurants, and on the top terrace you will have a lounge area set up. We will have DJ, lounges,
Smoking.
DJ, smoking area. So it's gonna be a really, really cool setup. And besides this, there's also going to be food trucks around. So it's not just the food court, but also some trucks scattered around. With regarding to seating, there's seating in the food court and also seating in the chill out areas. It's open for everyone, so the chill out areas can be used for dining or also for meetings. I mean, it's open for everyone.
Very good. Okay. The next thing I want to point out is the media lounge. We've got a lot of great media partners this year, and the media lounge is very, very close to the food court. So anyone who wants to meet with a media partner or has an interview with SiGMA or with one of our media partners or even the sponsor can go directly to this media lounge. It will be marked very clearly. Okay, so that's a very important place. We have a few other lounges I'd like to point out. We do have the VIP Business Lounge, which is in Shed 3 upstairs on the mezzanine. This is actually open to platinum ticket holders only. However, for the 3 days, we are going to open it to everyone between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. and serve a free breakfast. Okay, so whoever arrives between 8 and 9 a.m., even if you have a standard or premium ticket, we will let you in. From 9 a.m., it closes and it becomes platinum ticket only. We will also be serving lunch inside this lounge. Downstairs in Shed 2, you have the Ikigai Lounge. This is our VIP Investors Lounge. It's only open to platinums, okay? It will serve breakfast, lunch, and drinks throughout the day. So this is a very good place to have your VIP meetings. We do have the Startup Lounge. So all our startups and a lot of our investors will be gathering inside this lounge, and it's a very good place for them to network. And this is in the back of Shed 1. So you will find it at the back. It's very visible. You will see all our judges on a nice big banner, and all the startups that are attending, they will all have their logos there, and you can go and meet them over there. What else do we have? We have the berthing area, which we've discussed. This is actually an exhibiting area as well. So we encourage our clients to go and meet the exhibitors on the boats as well. So, restrooms, Bernadette?
So, we have 3 areas of restrooms this year. We have one exactly next to registration. We have another one on the opposite side next to Shed 1. And then the third one will be at the back of Shed 2. Shed 2, yes.
Very good. And what can our delegates find? Something special we've added in our toilet stations this year?
Oh, yes. There will be a nice table with some items that everyone can take, perfumes, toiletries. So
yes, some nice.
There's a really nice area, yeah.
A very special one, the hangover aid.
It will be used for sure on Thursday.
Okay, Anna Maria, we know that you receive a lot of questions from your clients.
Yeah, and
so
it has been quite solved during this conversation.
Yeah.
So the first thing that I would like to mention is that what happens if I have a branding booth and I don't find my TV, that I book my TV. Yeah. So the first thing that we need to do for branding booths is to contact the account manager, and the account manager is gonna speak with our stand builder. Yeah, that is the first thing. What happens if, for example, there is any drink missing, internet, or if something is not working, the most important first is to contact the account manager, and the account manager is going to contact the right person to solve this issue in special. Regarding a hotel recommendation, you already talked about, we have a page that is Plan Your Trip, where they can go and find all the information for the hotels with a special rate. What happened, for example, if I want to upgrade my ticket, I am a standard and I want to pass to platinum or premium. So we have 2 options in this point. One is to contact, if you have a stand, to contact your account manager, and your account manager is going to support you with this process. If you are only a delegate, in this case, there are 2 forms. One, we have a live chat. You can write to us, and one of our team members is going to answer you super quick and is going to support you with all the information. You can pay by credit card with any of your cards, or also you can pay by invoice. You just need to select the best form for you. That is like the main questions that I have because the other one has been solved.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
So I just want to move very quickly into the last few items, which is the agenda. We do get a lot of questions from delegates of who can attend what. So I'd like to start with the activity, which is happening on the 13th on day 0. So Bernadette can give us
So
some
the activity
information.
will be on Monday. This is a Valletta tour. It will be followed by a cruise throughout the Grand Harbour. The meeting point will be at Grand Excelsior Hotel. And it is only for premiums and platinums. It is by invite, so it's important to check your inbox and to press to RSVP.
Okay, and also to check your spam just in case. Okay, very good. So that's the activity on the 13th.
I mean, this is something that it's important to note for all the events.
All of them.
Whether it is the awards dinner, whether it's an iGathering networking dinner, whether it's the charity fun run, whether it's the poker tournament, you will receive an invitation and you will need to click yes and RSVP, because if you haven't clicked it, then you haven't been assigned a seat.
Exactly, and unfortunately, if it will be full, there's nothing that we can do.
Exactly. Okay, so this year we do have multiple award ceremonies happening. A quick breakdown: SiGMA is obviously way too big. Now we have so many people that deserve recognition that we had to split it into 2 big main events. We have the B2B awards happening on the 13th and the B2C awards happening on the 14th. These are both happening at the Hilton. And to basically buy a seat over here, you could either be a platinum ticket holder where you will be assigned, you can buy a table, you can sponsor a category and also be assigned a table. So there's multiple ways to attend this. You should have received an invitation by now and you should have RSVP'd. And if you didn't, it's very easy. Just send a message to your account manager or to customer care and we will help you and see what went, where the issue is. On the 15th, we have the Streamers Awards. It's our second year doing this. And these are happening at the Excelsior upstairs in the ballroom. Same concept over here. It's not just open to anyone. You need to receive an invite. You can buy a seat or you can buy a table. On the 16th, we are recognizing our AIBC clientele, which are basically people in the AI, emerging tech and blockchain community. And we have a few recognition awards that we will be giving out during this special dinner. This is happening at Casino Maltese in the Excelsior, in Valletta. All these events run from 7 p.m. to around 11 p.m. We do have a special gala dinner.
Do you want to perhaps mention the nomination process for the awards? Just give them a breakdown of how it works.
Yeah, so the nomination, we do have a website for every single type of event, okay? So if you want to nominate someone a few months in advance, you will go onto the website and see a nominate button. Anyone can be nominated. You can nominate yourself, you can nominate a colleague, you can nominate a company you like, your own company. We receive all this on the back end, okay? And we do have a panel of judges who sift through all the nominations, do their research, and then say, okay, listen, these are all good nominees, these are the shortlisted. They vote. Once we have our shortlisted, we change the form on the internet. So instead of nominate now, it's vote now. And you will find the top 5 for every single award category, where then it's a voting process. Our judges hold around 70% of the vote and 30% comes from the public. We give 2-3 weeks for this process. We encourage you to share it online, get your votes in. And then on the evening, the winner is announced. That's basically the process. So this is how the awards work. More information can be found on the website. Regarding the conference is running for 3 days in the MMH. We have 2 stages: SiGMA, which focuses on iGaming, which will be in Shed 3 on the mezzanine upstairs, and AIBC, which focuses on blockchain and emerging technology downstairs in Shed 2. It's right next door to the Ikigai Lounge, so it's very you will find it straight away. Something special that we're actually planning as well, on the 13th, which is the date of pre-registration, we've set up 4 workshops, which will be at the Excelsior. So if you enter the Excelsior and go upstairs, you will find registration. But if you enter the Excelsior and you go one floor down, you're going to find all the workshops. These are running between 3 and 6 p.m. We have LATAM, Italian, Nordic, and an iGaming masterclass. This is open to all premium and platinum ticket holders. So we suggest, since it's day 0, you go up, grab your badge, and then just come show your badge, and we will let you right into these workshops.
Just to add on to that, on the 13th as well, there's the Ikigai workshop. It is an investor workshop. It will be at the Phoenicia between 12:30 and 3:30, and it is by invites only.
Okay. What else? Yes, what can you find on our stages in general? So obviously you've got content, you've got a lot of keynotes, fireside chats and panels, and we've also organized a startup pitch for SiGMA and a startup pitch for AIBC. You've got the Affiliates versus Operators Showdown, which is a new quiz that we've introduced, and it's going to be really fun. And we've got our usual Centurion weigh-in, which is where all the fighters for MMA come on stage, do their weigh-in. It's 24 hours before their fight, and it's a really interesting event. So this is great. This is open to premium and platinum ticket holders. Anyone can attend this. Next is dinners. A lot of people are inquiring about dinners. It's one of the most common questions. How do I get to a dinner? Do I need to apply for it? So on and so forth. So how this works is when you buy a ticket, you buy a standard, a premium, or a platinum. If you are premium, you receive 1 dinner invite, and if you're a platinum, you receive 2 dinner invites. From the back end, after you register, we will be inviting you to 1 or 2 dinners, depending on your ticket. Again, like Emily mentioned, you are going to be receiving an invitation, and you need to RSVP to save your seat. So just click RSVP and you're set. If you have any dietary requirements, this can also be put in over there. If you're vegan or anything like that, we will take care of you. You just need to put it in. Okay? On basically our sponsors. Our sponsors co-host all these dinners, and they also have a guest list. So in case you receive an invitation, it's not a mistake. They might actually be inviting you as one of their guests. Okay? Basically RSVP. This I cannot say it enough, because you will show up on the night, you will say, oh, but I have a ticket, but you never RSVP'd. And obviously we are going to book the amount of seats for those who RSVP. Yeah. So that's that. Bernadette, we have a lot of side events happening. Yes. So if you could just give a really quick recap on what's happening this week and who can attend.
On the 13th, on Monday, there's 3 side events, tournaments. One is football, one is the golf, and there's also the fun run, the charity fun run. So for football, it's going to start from 9:30 till 4. It is sponsored by All In Global, and you can register from our website. There is the fun run, which will be leaving from Excelsior. It is from 11 till 1, approximately 2 hours. And they're going around Valletta. And again, they need to register from our website.
It's open to everyone.
It is open, yes. The fun run, it's open for everyone.
Okay.
And the golf, it is sponsored by SiGMA Play. It will be only for 15 VIPs, so it is strictly by invite, and it's going to be between 11 and 3 o'clock. So that is Monday. Then on Tuesday, we've got the poker tournament. It is also by invites. It is sponsored by High Roller, and it's going to take place at Porto Maso in Hilton. This will be between 6 p.m. I think it's going to be
7,
from 7 till
from 7 onwards. From 7 onwards,
exactly.
You should be receiving an invitation in your inbox, because it is open to platinum ticket holders.
Okay. What's important is that they register, because they need to give some specific details because of the casino.
Yes, so in fact, if you do RSVP that you want to come, personally from me, you'll be receiving an email telling you need to fill in this form. It is for the casino directly. They need a copy of your ID card and some other stuff. This is the law.
And then on the 15th, there is the famous MMA fight that will be in Ta'ali at MBA. It will start at around 8 till 11. and this is for everyone. Everyone is invited, but whoever wants to purchase a table, they will be placed closer to the gate, and they can contact Centurion directly
Okay.
about this.
Same night as the party.
Yeah, it's the same night as the party, and something we want to throw in is that we are organizing transport for this.
Exactly.
So from the Hilton and the Excelsior, we will have coaches and minivans going straight to the MMA fight. There's also a dinner that night at Shara Lodge, so the coach will continue to Shara Lodge and then eventually go on to Jampula from 10 p.m. onwards, which is where we have the party.
Exactly. Last thing that I want to include is that on the 14th, 15th, and 16th, we have our usual networking drinks. They are between 6 and 8, and they will take place at Excelsior. It is only for platinums. It's important that they will bring their wristband. So basically, when they pick up their badge, we are going to give them a wristband. They need to be wearing the wristband, so we will let them in.
Very good.
Okay. That's it. Actually, no. On the 17th, on Friday, there's the paddle tournament. It is also sponsored by All In Global, and it is going to take place between 10 and 5.
Very good. Last but not least, the party. So we have two parties happening. We have the opening party, which is happening on the 13th. It's our welcome party, and it's sponsored by Pascal Gaming. It's happening at Toy Room in St. Julian's from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. And they can register from our agenda. So they just need to go on the website and they can register. Our official party, which is sponsored by Alpha Affiliates, is happening on the 15th of November. It's happening at Jampula Village. We've set up 3 rooms, so we've rented the whole area, and you've got your main room, which is the techno room, you've got your commercial room, and you've got your rock. We've got a couple of artists. We've got Hosho, we've got Savage and She, and Clinton Sparks, Memphis Mac, which are growing in Malta. They're a cool rock band, a lot of local DJs, so it's going to be a really fun party and a fun night. This is running till 4 a.m. from 10 p.m. So those are our parties. So now we have gone through all the agenda, we've gone through the expo and all the processes. We do have James with us, who you cannot see, who has been reading any questions that have been coming in the past hour. James, any questions for us?
Thanks for the intro, Emily. So I think this question is for Gunter. Actually, we have a question regarding the chill out areas at the expo, and they're asking if they can see these chill out areas on the maps we are providing online.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
nice and easy answer. Yes.
Yes.
So around the venue. So let's say you want to know where stuff is at the venue. So we're going to have printed floor plans, which you can pick up from the registration desk. We are going to have floor plans inside the event guides, which you can pick up from anywhere. We are going to have big printed floor plans set up around the venue. We're talking big, we're talking meters, enormous big floor plans. Plus, there are going to be QR codes on all of the directional signage. The QR codes are nice, really simple solutions to find this stuff. So there's going to be one for the agenda, one for social media, and one always for the floor plan. All you have to do, open your camera, scan this QR code, click the link, and you open up the full floor plan of the venue. If there's any changes, if there's anything updated, the live version on the website is always the most updated version. Chill out lounges are all on the floor plan. They are open to everyone, and very easy to find.
And just to add, when you're on the floor plan, very easy. There's a search bar. You can actually search for an exhibitor, and it will zoom in and highlight it for you, so you can find that booth straight away.
By booth number, by client
client
by
name,
conference, by lounge, any keyword you want. It's really easy.
And you can do the same thing for the chill out. So if you write chill out, you would find chill out by and the sponsor's name, and it will highlight it for you. And you know that you can, let's say you're planning, a meeting, and you say, listen, meet me at this chill out sponsored by this person. It will highlight it, and you can just meet your clients over there.
Talking about chilling out, we have to talk about air conditioning. Just to give you an idea, if we were to use air conditioning for this room, you'd need what, an 18,000 BTU? Now the venue, we calculated, needs about 22 million BTU. And safe to say, we've done it. So, obviously, we're talking about November, we're talking about next week. Currently it is pretty warm, but the weather is going to get a bit fresher next week. So, but
Hopefully.
anyway,
Hopefully.
it is going to. I mean, you are not going to feel hot inside inside MMH.
Yeah, we've
that's for
set up
sure.
ACs basically all around the
Yeah.
three
Yes,
venues.
yes.
Very good. James, any more questions for us? That's
That's
it.
it.
Is there anything someone would like to add?
No.
Okay,
I'm
so
fine.
for anyone who missed out on this, we're going to post it live so they can go back and watch it. And if they have any questions, they can post them actually on this video, and our social media team will get back to us and we will pass on the answers to you as soon as possible.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.